Make or miss lead.
Make?
Miss.
It's a make or miss lead.
Oh, boy.
Stay mellow. I mean, it's a make or miss lead.
I miss Melo. Miss retreating. The Cavs stumped the Raptors last night. Marc Gasol and Kevin Love exchanged full court dimes. Mark, how do you explain Cleveland beat Toronto by 25?
Is there some kind of bug going around right now?
Yeah, every team except Milwaukee. Everybody's had the bug except the Bucks, right?
Yeah.
Golden State's got it right
But
now,
we can't
too.
blame it on hanging out in Cleveland the night before. Right? So.
The 9 has a nice rooftop bar. Make. First, Donovan Mitchell says Nerlens Noel sliding on the step back.
Broke his
slid on
ACL.
that.
Forget the ankle.
Then 30 seconds later, drives on him and throws it down. Mike, do the Thunder need to send Noel some help next time?
Yeah, this is personal.
Well, I tell you what, it's destructive when they get to the playoffs, right? They're going to have some help then.
Yeah.
Or just not make that switch. Does everything have to be switched in the whole world?
Yeah. You know what's funny, Mike? We used to never switch. We switch only on specific
matchups.
Short shot clocks and stuff like that. Now everyone wants to switch everything. Miss excuses. It was on this drive and bucket that Lou Williams became the all-time leader in points off the bench since starters have been tracked. Mark, how you feel, man, about Lou Will being the all-time bench scoring leader?
Man, I'm happy for the guy, man. I talked to him after the game yesterday, and he told some really valuable lessons about, accepting your role, being humble, and still being able to excel in the process. So, man, and he's not done. That might be one of those records that we'll never be able to catch.
You know what makes it even more, important to me is the guy who passed, Dell Curry.
Yeah.
I mean, he's a, very much underrated players their entire careers, both of them.
Man, all Dell's records are going away.
Make beef. Back to Cleveland. Ibaka falls down, gets up, and gets into it. Marquese Chriss. Mike, why is Ibaka always so angry?
I don't know, but Ibaka's too valuable to Toronto to be involved in this. I mean, this is going to cost him some games. Games, plural.
Yeah.
It felt really.
I mean, we're talking. That's a full scale. That's the second punch.
He choked
That's one
him.
punch, and then going away, that's another punch. Well, I mean, at that point, he's in a fight.
Yeah, Chris is he's protecting himself, really. I hope he doesn't get anything for that. All he did is what, mean mug him? Did he say something?
I don't know. I mean, it just didn't seem like.
He did a little Ali over him.
You know what? Let's run it back. Here's some other noteworthy Ibaka kerfuffles. Number 3, Serge gets into it with James Johnson. You don't want this problem. Punches are thrown.
I'd pay to see that.
And then, Serge Ibaka remembers who the man named Bloodsport is. His nickname is Bloodsport. You don't want to fight that guy.
Do the quarter blood technique on him.
Oh, man.
He didn't want none of that.
Won a UFC fight without tying his shoelaces once. Ibaka versus the Clippers started with Blake and ended with Matt Barnes.
Matt Barnes ain't spurred.
And then Matt went into the locker room later and tweeted, I'm not going to say what he tweeted.
I don't think you can say
No, I can't say it on TV, but it was one of the funniest tweets.
Matt always keeps it real.
Yeah. And number 1, Robin Lopez, my guy Rolo, and Ibaka exchange haymakers. Again, none landed. Robin's fiery. Take a look here. Here we go. We get a little tangle. Yeah.
Couldn't get there quick enough.
Ooh.
Yeah, nobody connects. That's our favorite
Is that
part.
what they mean by make or miss lead?
Yeah.
A lot of misses, man.
Luckily,
That's amazing.
his hair is big enough to catch something, though.
Oh, man. Mark, you think the league will punish Ibaka more severely because of these past fights?
Well, it ain't going to be Melo. Would Melo get, 15 games?
In the Garden?
Yeah. I guess those days are done. It's more off of what happened with Chris Paul, what happened with Rajon Rondo. I can see 4 or 5, something like that.
Many.
I think that's the precedent right now.
I think you're going to see that, and I think it's okay to see that. And you know what? It's probably good for Toronto. They got to go him aside. I mean, everybody, the staff from the top down has to sit with him and say, listen, we got something going here this year.
Yeah.
We cannot afford to have you
against Cleveland
on the bench. And against it's Cleveland, but again, it happened at a time. This could be a teaching moment. I mean, where they got to get with him and say, you know what? Whatever the league does to you now, when you come back, we got zero tolerance for this.
Yeah.
You have to concentrate on getting this team through the Eastern Conference period. He's a critical part. He's not an incidental player.
Having a good season, huh?
Yeah, it just seemed like the stimulus for the fight wasn't enough for that reaction, right?
That's a great
The guy was tugging and he's doing the little dirty tricks that guys do. So you shove a guy, say, man, get off me. But he went in there full throttle, grabbed the man around his throat, threw a punch, threw another punch, and if it hadn't gotten broken up, would have probably escalated even more.
And you know what? It wasn't an equal either. Marquese Chriss. I mean, you know, Robin Lopez, fine. It's another veteran guy. Blake Griffin and Matt Barnes, fine. This is not equal. Marquese Chriss is an incidental young guy. And Ibaka is too good to be involved in this at this point of his career.
Freddie Pacheco wouldn't even like his punch percentage, too. Has he connected any of these punches? Maybe you should stick
Get
with
in the gym, man. Get in the gym, Serge.